This is better. This is as close as I can get to the microphone. But what I'm really looking for is decent sound quality. So I haven't done one of these little videos for a while. Not that I haven't had anything to talk about. I've had plenty to talk about, but just opportunity hasn't arisen. I've been quite busy. And when you're doing stuff that nobody's watching, you just tend to go on the back burner. So what's the difference today? Well, I've got some time today for a start. I've got me a new office chair that's much less squeaky than the old one. So hopefully that won't come through on the podcasts. And actually what I've been doing is going through some of my old podcasts, re-listening to them after months of them sitting on the back burner and finding that they're still quite relevant. But before I get into the old podcasts, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the newer stuff. Well, not the newer stuff, but the newer stuff about what's going on, what's been happening more politically. I mean, anybody remember watching the news in the 90s, I think it was, and they called him a Teflon Don, John Gotti. Nothing seemed to stick. Well, what have we got now is the Teflon Prime Minister, really, haven't we? He seems to weather every single one of these, I wouldn't call them crises, no, not crises to him. I don't know how he's getting away with it. I'm not blaming him. Well, I'm sort of blaming him, he should know better. But he's done it and continued to do it and carried on doing it and got away with it and got away with it and got away with it. It doesn't seem to be brought into or brought up to account by any type of governing body, and that's really worrying. It also means as well, no matter how much we go on and despise and say we want a fresh one, would the fresh one be any better? Because the fresh one's going to act exactly the same as this one. It's not the Prime Minister that's the problem, it's the system that's the problem, really. That's bad. That's not good news. So yeah, there's that. Lockdown seems to be coming to an end. Well, I don't know, I mean, saying that, I'm not sure if it is or not. But lockdown seems to be becoming less enforced. I popped down to Lidl this morning, went and got bits and pieces for tea again. 50% of the people wearing masks, 50% not wearing masks. Maybe I've got 50% that are not wearing masks. 10% are lanyards on saying they're exempt from it. The rest of them are just not bothering. Does make you wonder, doesn't it? Really does make you wonder. And yet I still know people that are coming down with it. I still know people that are getting it, and I still know people that most of all are suffering with it. It's not just a question of, somebody's got it, and it's the question that somebody's had it and they're really suffering with it. Long COVID's still a thing. It's very strange. Strange world we live in, strange days. And yes, we've had a bit of a week of it this week as well. Don't really want to go into too much personal specifics, but something that's been brewing for a while, it finally all blew up. Maybe for better, maybe for worse, I don't know. I also still have this cough, this bad throat. And even went to the extent of emailing or doing one of these e-consult forms to my doctors to say, I'm not very well. To be told via an email later, or the day after rather, it's a cold, get over it. It may be a cold. Part of me hopes it is, but it's a cold that's been hanging around now for 2.5, coming on to 3 weeks. So it's really not. It's not. See, there we go. I would like to get over it. I really would. Yeah. Apart from all of that, well, like I say, I'm feeling more motivated. More like making a fresh attempt at doing these podcasts. Camera's not very good, but I'm waiting until some money comes in and I can get a decent webcam and not one that makes me look blurry and far away. Hello, microphone's brilliant. The rest of the system, it's running slow. I can't get Descript to run on it properly. I'm going to go back to using Audacity. It's going to slow the process down, but it's better to do it slow than not at all. Anyway, so yeah, there's a brief little update. So, peace out, everybody.